Hey everyone, today's video is going to be another Christmas food haul. This time I've picked up some bits from Waitrose. For most of these Christmas videos, I'm going to be doing separate hauls to taste tests, just because I'm picking up a lot of things and I feel like it's too much to cover in one video. But for Waitrose, I've combined both the haul and the taste tests into one because I didn't really pick up too much. I will say I wasn't really blown away by their vegan Christmas selection. Waitrose is also so expensive that I don't think I could have afforded much more than this. In total, it came to around £23, and if you've seen my Aldi taste tests and hauls, you would have seen that I got a lot more food for I think like £5 or £6 cheaper. So definitely a big price difference. I know on my channel I have a big focus on like budget food and cheap meal ideas, so this is definitely off-brand for me. I'm not a regular Waitrose shopper, but I figured I would pick out a couple of bits and just see if they're worth that extra bit of money, especially at Christmas when I feel like people are a little bit more lenient with their budgets. So I will show you everything that I picked up and then I will insert some clips of me trying them. So the first couple of things I am not going to try, so I will go through those first. The first one being my advent calendar for this year. I figured I would show you guys this even though it's not really Waitrose specific. This is the Nomo advent calendar and you get 12 caramel and sea salt and 12 creamy chocolates. Nomo is definitely my favourite vegan chocolate brand. This was £5. It's obviously an advent calendar. There's not really much else to say, but I was so excited when I saw this because I've been looking everywhere for it. I knew that this was the advent calendar I wanted this year. Pretty sure I didn't have one last year, although I might have made that up. I feel like I really struggled to find one. So I've got in early with this and I'm very much looking forward to the 1st of December when I can open it. And then the next thing that I picked up is going to be part of a separate video. I got these Waitrose Essential mince pies. These were £1 and they happen to be accidentally vegan, which is always a win because as soon as a vegan label is put on something, it goes up in price. So I was very happy when I found these. I am going to be doing a mince pie taste test video, which should be on my channel very shortly if it's not already. I have got a bunch of mince pies from all the various different supermarkets that I'm going to try and give you guys my thoughts on, so I will save the taste test for those for that video. Moving on to the things I'm actually going to try, the first things that I picked up I actually don't think are part of the Christmas range. I got these vegan creamy onion and chive rolls. These were £2.75. I used to love cheese and onion rolls when I was vegetarian. Have not had them since, so when I saw these I felt like I had to pick them up and try them. I've not seen them anywhere else. I think Aldi might do a version, but they didn't have them in stock when I went there, so grabbed these. I feel like £2.75 is very expensive for 4 rolls, but maybe they taste incredible and maybe it will be worth the price. We will see. I'm definitely very excited to try these. I've just grabbed myself one of the cheese and onion rolls to try. Smells really good. You can eat these hot or cold, but I'm just going to eat them cold because I'm very hungry and I can't be bothered to heat it up. I think I like that. It doesn't taste how I remember cheese and onion rolls to taste like. It tastes quite posh, but I think that's just because it's a posh cheese and onion roll. I never tried a Waitrose like normal non-vegan cheese and onion roll before I was vegan. The ones that I would get would be the very cheap like own brand rolls, so I feel like there'll probably be a difference in taste there anyway. I think these taste really good. They do taste nice. I'm not sure if they taste £2.75 nice. Don't think I would personally buy them again. I think I would have to try the Aldi ones and compare. Not sure on the price of the Aldi ones, but I assume they're probably quite a bit cheaper. So if they taste kind of on the same page, I probably would go for Aldi instead of these ones, but I'm still gonna finish this box. Like, they still taste very good. I just don't think I would buy them again. I also picked up a couple more party food bits that are definitely from the Christmas range. So the first one being these sweet potato katsu bites. These were £5, which again, hurt my soul when you think about what's in this, like the price of one sweet potato that they've probably used and just breadcrumbed with a little bit of curry sauce. Like, that is outrageous, but I was still a mug and I still picked them up because this was one of the few vegan party food options that they had. I am a huge fan of katsu curry. I love sweet potato katsu curry. Normally when I go to Wagamama's I always get the yasai version rather than like the seitan fake chicken, just because I prefer it. So I think either way I definitely will enjoy these. I just don't know if I will enjoy them to the extent of them costing £5, so we will see. I have just cooked a couple of the sweet potato sticks and heated up the katsu curry sauce. I've put the rest of them in the freezer for another time and I'll just have to make another curry sauce, I guess, to dip them in. But this smells so good. Not gonna lie, that is a little bit underwhelming. The sweet potato doesn't taste very seasoned at all. The sauce is okay, but it's like not the best curry sauce I've ever had. It's not that spicy, it doesn't have a huge amount of flavour. Yeah, I mean, it's not bad, it's definitely not bad. I would never in a million years buy it again. I don't really suggest anyone else buys it again. I think you can probably get this far cheaper in other places. I know that Asda do like a ready meal katsu curry, which comes with this kind of thing and the sauce. And I'm pretty sure it's like half the price, and that's for a whole meal. This is just for a few little sweet potato sticks. It's not awful, it's edible. Yeah, I'm slightly disappointed with this. This next thing is actually what I am most excited to try. I picked up these vegan breaded baking vegan melts with red currant relish. Essentially like vegan camembert, I think. I'm pretty sure that's how they're being sold. Or like giant mozzarella sticks. So either way, I'm not complaining at either of those descriptions because I think they sound incredible. I'm so excited to try this. Honestly, I feel like this is going to be the first thing that I have to try because I don't want to wait much longer. You can freeze this as well, which is always a win. I feel like I'm going to be trying so much food in these taste test videos, but if I can freeze some stuff, that'll be great because I can actually have the other one of these on Christmas if I enjoy it. So fingers crossed I like those. They were £4 for the 2 melts. This cheesy melt thing smelled so good before it even went in the oven. So I have high expectations for this. It also has the little currant sauce that comes with it. I'm pretty sure that's what this is. This is still cold. Obviously, I've now cooked this, so I'm gonna give it a taste. I might see if it's got like any sort of cheese pull, potentially. I'm gonna try it without the sauce to start with. Definitely not a huge fan of the relish. I feel like it's just not my personal taste. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. I'm just not a big fan of the flavour. I feel like the cheese does need something to go with it though. Like I feel like an onion chutney or something would taste really good with this cheese. It's not kind of life-changing. It's not really too different from any of the mozzarella sticks that I've tried. It's essentially like a giant mozzarella stick and you can get those in Asda for like £2, I think. This tastes the same and it's just slightly harder to eat. So I don't think I would get this again. But again, it does taste good. Like there's nothing wrong with it. I just don't think it's worth the price necessarily. I think the only difference between this and the mozzarella sticks from Asda is that this has a slightly stronger cheese taste, which is nice. Like I am a big fan of the flavour. The texture is like the classic vegan cheese texture. I don't think they've nailed that necessarily. It's very gooey and like, I don't know what the best word to describe this would be, but it's got that kind of classic, really gummy, sticky vegan cheese texture, which I don't think everyone hates, but I don't think it's the best texture out there. So they haven't nailed that. I was hoping with these, they'd be something new, like they would have worked out how to do something a little bit different. So again, these are slightly disappointing. I do feel like they're just giant mozzarella sticks. And then the final thing that I picked up was this mushroom and nut Wellington. This was £6, which again is expensive, but I feel like it's a little bit more justified because this is like what you'd have for your main meal if you were having a Christmas dinner. The fact that this was £6 and the katsu bites were £5 just doesn't make any sense to me. This feels very weighty, which I think is a good sign. I like the sound of it. I'm a big fan of mushrooms. I feel like nut roasts are very boring now. I think I was fed nut roasts so much as a kid. Like being a vegetarian 20 years ago, everything was nut roasts. I feel like that was the only veggie option. So I am pretty sick of them. This sounds slightly more interesting though because it's obviously got the pastry and the mushrooms as well. The description is mushroom duxelle topped with cooked brown rice and a blend of hazelnuts, peanuts, almonds and walnuts wrapped in puff pastry and topped with oats and thyme. I mean, sounds delicious. I'm definitely also very excited to try this, which I feel like I've said for everything that I picked up, but I feel like that's fair. I only picked up a few things, so the things that I did pick up, I'm definitely very excited to try. This is what the Wellington looks like fully cooked. I feel like this is going to be very dense because it is so heavy. And then this is what it looks like in the inside. Definitely not the prettiest thing. I mean, it smells really good, so I have high expectations for this. I think I'm learning from this video that I just don't have a very expensive palate. Again, this doesn't taste awful. I just don't think it tastes that nice. I've definitely had nicer like vegan Wellington equivalents. The pastry's a little bit undercooked on the inside, so I will say if you're buying this, probably cook it a little longer than it says. I did have it in the oven for over an hour and it does say to cook it for an hour, but on the ends where there's like thicker pastry, it's definitely pretty raw. So that's something to bear in mind. The filling is okay. I'm not like a huge fan of the flavour, but again, that might be my palate. I don't think I'm classy enough for Waitrose food. I just don't think it tastes that nice. Like, maybe it's because I'm going in with too high expectations because I know I've paid more for this than I have for like other things that I've tried. I just don't think the taste lives up to the price in any way. It's got kind of like an earthy flavour. It's very strong, and I'm a big fan of mushrooms, but something that's going on in here I'm not a fan of. The texture is kind of just mush inside pastry. I feel like it could do with a little bit more of like a crunch or something else going on, considering it's meant to have nuts and things in it as well. I just think overall that is very disappointing. So that has been my Waitrose haul and taste test. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know if you've tried out any of these things and what your thoughts were, or if there's anything else in Waitrose that's vegan that I didn't pick up and is worth getting. I might have to do a second trip because I was definitely a little bit disappointed with the range when I went there. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.